Hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here. So, some things that I did. I made Ash here a white mage, because she is our sixth party member. And I got her some white magic because she came with a bunch of license points. And I picked up magic lore passive boosts that I could along the way. Got her Mystic Armor 3. Yeah, I'm skipping the lower level Mystic Armor just because, well, I can based on how the license board turned out. And I also got some more licenses for Penelo to make sure she got some black magic. Got all these magic lures in channeling. That'll reduce her MP cost by 10%. That's pretty big. I do want to get her that martyr gaining MP after taking damage, because she's going to be... Oh, War Mage. Yeah, she'll get MP after dealing magic damage. So, yeah, those abilities are going to be nice. Oh, I got her 2 channelings. That's also going to be nice. And there's, yeah, more magic lore. So tons of passive boosts that I still want to get for Penelo over this way. Gain MP after killing a monster. Yeah, that'll be good. Swiftness, definitely want to get that. And that swiftness. Yeah, so just kind of taking a peek around her license grid there. And then this is kind of like the accessory path, but there's some magic lures at the end and some channelings. We're not going to be able to get that for quite a while. So, yeah, that's what I did with Ash and Penelo. Okay, now it's time to get out of here. Oh, we obtained the manufactured nethicite. We obtained alarms going off again. That's okay, because we're right at the spot where we need to be. But I want to be healed up. So everybody potion up real quick. Because I believe there's going to be a boss fight in here. Come on, get through the door. Get through the door. There we go.
Such a great shame. I must confess, I thought you the one who would help us restore peace to Dalmasca. No matter, we hold the proof of your royal lineage. A maid of passing resemblance will serve our purposes now. As for you, my dear, the Empire requires you no more!
What was that?
The nethicite.
So it absorbs magic.
Your Majesty does not disappoint. Ever quick to spurn an honorable surrender, as was your father.
I like his weapons there. Alright, so, yeah, we get to fight Judge Geese and his cronies that are behind us. So let's take out his cronies that are behind us. There we go. Yeah, Balthier, let's have you attack. Geese is going to cast Protect. That's fine. Take these guys out. And, well, 2 of them are down. That's a lot of damage they managed to do to Fran, even with her boost. And this is a different boss music. I'm not a fan of having a different boss music. I think there's too many boss fight musics here. I don't think we got slow on him, so let's try that again. Or we could cast Dark. I'm clearly not in sync with past gameplay me right now. But he might end up just being immune to it. He's going to try and cast Arrow. That's another AoE type of spell. Kind of like Dark. Dang, that does a lot of damage. So yeah, we're gonna try and get Shell on people if he's gonna be casting stuff like that. And here we go again with Arrow. Yeah, guys, you might need to start using some potions. Yeah, you use one on yourself. Balthier. Yeah, we'll heal up. Greater Barrier. Oh, I want to stop that from happening. But now he's got Shell and Protect. That's what I think Greater Barrier just does Shell and Protect. Let's try and get oil on him. He's immune to that. Okay, so you see there, I was able to run out of the range of that arrow spell, so when it hit Bosch, Bosch wasn't close enough to my other party members where he would do that. And so that's a strategy I'm going to go with. I did not get him all the way down, though. Huh. Yeah, he still had a significant portion of his health bar.
All skiff, no ship. Hardly fit for a leading man. So I can fly it then?
You're mad.
No, Vaughn, we're not going to let you fly a dangerous escape when you've never flown an aircraft before.
Not yet. Hasn't gone too fast that I've noticed.
Brilliant explanation, Fran. I love it. I like the realism behind that. Although I don't know the whole part where they were all ducking down, like if those other ships that were flying by were actually looking in and seeing that nobody was there, you know, piloting the ship, they would get suspicious of that. And if they saw those guys, well, they'd probably get suspicious. Maybe, maybe not.
I shall wear it close to my heart.
Aww.
Perhaps you forget all that Ondor has wrought.
I do not forget, Majesty. It was by his counsel, dangerous though it may have been, that we were able to free you. You must meet with him, Your Highness, and give ear to his words. He may act in league with the Empire, but his heart is not.
It is as he says. I ought not have kept Ondor at so great a distance, for so long a time. I have played the fool.
You were only being cautious.
Majesty, I would ask you for some
Can we
time.
cautiously
On our
stab
own,
him
we
in the
struggle
face
in vain
now?
to restore Dalmasca. I must search out some other way. Until I should find it, I would have Bosch remain at your side. Doubt him you may. But I measure his loyalty to Dalmasca no less than my own.
I know you would not speak so lightly. Very well.
Keep her well. Go to Ondor and there await my return.
Alright, well, we are back in Bujerba, so let's, yeah, we're not gonna say, we're just gonna touch the crystal. Okay, yeah. Imperial spies, blah blah blah. Balthier still has Shell? Okay. I don't feel like that Shell did a whole lot to protect him. I believe it's like a 25% damage reduction. At least I think in other Final Fantasies, Shell and Protect are 25% production. Some of them they might be as much as 50%. I don't know. Just some Final Fantasy games it seems like there's a notable difference, and in others not so much. And for me, this Final Fantasy XII leans on the not so much side. But I mean, there is still protection to be had with Shell, so it is still, you know, wise to have it on. I mean, any buff is better than no buff at all. The question really just becomes, we have new equipment. And we can equip it from here, so yeah, I want to get them some, well, not necessarily new equipment, well, new equipment for Ash and Penelo. Yeah, we gotta get them some upgraded stuff, because they're magic people. Now, at this point, too, I'm going to, since we have 6 characters, we can have 3 at a time. Characters don't gain experience unless they're in the active Battle of 3 party, but they do still gain license points regardless of whether or not they're actively participating. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to split my group up into 2 different groups that I'll have for the main combat and travel. Boss battles will be, I'll use whoever I feel is appropriate based on what abilities I feel I need, or I might switch them up based on what abilities I need or don't need, or what's working or not working against a particular boss. But for just general traveling, I'm going to have 2 groups, and those groups are going to be Vaughn, Ash, and Penelo, and the other group will be led by Bosch, Balthier, and Fran. So what this does is it gives me 2 characters that will have these stealing gambits, being Vaughn and Balthier. It'll give me 2 characters with access to healing magic, Fran in one party and Ash in the other. So I've kind of split those 4 up appropriately. And then I'll have attack magic. I want to have attack magic in each party as well, and that's covered by Fran in group 2 and Penelo in group 1. And then that just leaves Bosch to fill in as just more physical damage in the group with Balthier and Fran. So yeah, that's how we're going to go about things, and I'll adjust it if I ever feel it's necessary.
When Vossler learned my father had been killed the
We
night of the
stabbed
treaty
him in the
signing, he
face.
returned to
Oh, no, wait, we
Ravenastra,
didn't.
there to aid my escape.
We
There
want
was still
to,
time
though.
before Vane's reach extended too far. We thought that you could protect me.
However, when I then made the announcement that you had taken your own life, I must have seemed a model citizen of the Empire. The announcement, you see, was Vane's suggestion.
Of course it
Of
was.
course, at the time I was reluctant, but I could not perceive his reasons. Now it is clear he meant to drive a wedge between us.
Halim, we are past all this. Busherba must stand with us. We can stop Vane.
How are we going to stop him? We can't start another war. We've already lost a war with him.
I once knew a girl whose only wish was to be carried in her uncle's arms.
You're not about to do
Your
that
Majesty
again,
is a
are
woman
you?
grown now.
Then Busherba will aid me.
Suppose for a moment you were to defeat Vane. What then? You cannot simply rebuild your kingdom with the only proof of your birthright stolen. Without that, the Grand Kiltia Sanba Omises cannot and will not recognize your Majesty as the rightful heir. You may yet be a
I have
princess.
no idea what you just said.
But without proof of your
Well,
identity,
actually,
you are
I do,
powerless.
doing post-commentary, but at this
You will
point,
remain with me. We do nothing
I don't
till the
know.
time is right.
I cannot just wait.
Then what does your Majesty propose we do?
Uncle Halim.
Incidentally, what is the going rate for rescuing princesses these days?
really, Balthier?
food would be a start. The good stuff, mind you.
This can be arranged, though it will take some time.
Time enough for a bath, I hope. Dirty business, you know. Best bring a change of clothes, too.
I'm sure they'll have your exact style and size. I mean, it's kind of weird that Balthier talks about those things because, you know, food, clothes, that's really not stuff that's mentioned in other Final Fantasies in general.
This is Balthier's ship.
I'm going to retrieve the Dawn Shard.
And baths.
It's the proof that I need. I know where it's hidden. I'll return his airship later.
Are you crazy?
I mean, we assume the characters need those sort of
This is something
things.
that I have to do.
And
not only for
maybe
myself, but
do
for
them.
all those who have fallen. I will not
I don't
be made
know.
to hide.
But you know, it's a
fight
fantasy
alone if
game.
I
Let's
must.
just keep it at
still have
that.
Bosch, right?
You know, and
Besides,
trying to
you can't
interject
just go around
realism,
stealing people's ships.
like
What are you trying to do?
showering and that.
I'm
It's
trying to concentrate.
just seems odd and out of place.
What do you think? A bit over the top?
In my line of work, you never know when something like this might come in handy.
A voice changer.
I'm trying to concentrate.
Neat. When
I'm
are
leaving
we
you with
going
the
to use
Marquis.
that thing again?
You can't.
Trust me, you're better off staying here.
Suppose you kidnapped me instead. You're a sky pirate, aren't you? Then steal me. Is that so much to ask?
What do you have that I would want?
The Dynast King's treasure. The Dawn Shard is but one of the riches that lie waiting in King Wraithwall's tomb.
Ooh, that's where we're going?
King Wraithwall, you say?
Kidnapping royalty is a serious offense. It won't
Well,
do much
we're
to
only
lower the
calling
bounty
it
on your
that.
head.
How much is the price on your head these days, I wonder?
I love Balthier's
Allow me to
comebacks.
escort you in Vosla's place.
He so reminds me of like a
Will
James
you be
Bond.
joining us?
He's the James Bond of the
What?
Final
Are you
Fantasy
kidding?
series.
I don't want to stick around this place.
Then I'm coming too.
Penelo,
Don't leave me here.
of course not.
Then it's settled. We should leave before the Marquis realizes she's missing, like proper kidnappers.
Now, some people might kind of criticize, you know, Penelo's inclusion in the group in this story. I mean, Vaughn, you can see him, like, kind of taking the place of his brother Rex, so he does have a legitimate stake in the plot of all this. But Penelo's just kind of like, I'm coming along because Vaughn's going. And some people might be like, well, that's kind of a really shallow reason, especially for, you know, the depth that some of these other characters have. And in one sense, I can kind of agree with that. In another sense, however, you know, look at some other Final Fantasy games, like Final Fantasy IV. Why did Rosa go along with Cecil? Because she wanted to be with him. Is good enough reason then? For me, it's a good enough reason now. So, yeah, I'm fine with Penelo being here. Besides, she's our black mage. And while Fran does have access to black magic spells,
Dr.
she's not going to
Sid,
have
does this at Draclaw?
everything that Penelo gets.
I have confirmed he receives
Especially when it
funds
comes
from Lord Vane.
to the
His
stabs.
agency in the fall of Nabudis is also certain. Yet, with Judge Zect, who led the assault, missing, the truth remains difficult to ascertain.
Judge Zect is
The
missing.
long cold
Remember that
years
for
have
later.
clouded my eyes. I cannot see my own son's heart.
Yeah, well, that's not a good sign.
My lord,
This illness will claim me. So then, who is to be my successor? The Senate
Vane.
fears the capable Peregrine Vane. They prefer a young fledgling emperor.
Well, doesn't it just go to the oldest?
Gabranth, once in the past I laid siege to your homeland.
the Republic of Landis is long
Gabranth.
since gone. My allegiance lies wholly with the
Bosch's
Empire.
twin. He's a judge for the
Perhaps.
Empire.
But what of your brother? He
Interesting.
did not accept us as you did. He fled to Dalmasca. Did you never think to follow him?
I follow his every move. He is an enemy of the Empire. He will be cut down.
I
So
love
you
these
would kill even your
scenes
own
here at the
brother for the
Empire.
Empire. Be that as it may, Gebranth, your ruthlessness is not without merit. But it must not become this way with Larsa. You must ensure that it does not.
So then you ask me to be his sword, to strike where he might not.
Rather be his shield. Gebranth, keep your close watch on Vayne. His is the keenest blade of all.
My lord.
I have no idea what we're saying anymore.
Do this for me, Gebranth. I could not bear to see my sons war with each other again.
Well, you might not be alive long enough to see anything. Anyways, yeah, I love the cutscenes that we get from time to time with the bad guys, with the Empire. It just adds more depth to the plot of the game. We can cloak our airship because plot convenience.
Does come in handy often?
It's tough being popular. Wouldn't want any admirers dropping in while we're away. Well now, that's as far as she goes.
Admirers.
From here onwards.
Across the Sand Sea,
Why
to
do
the
we have
Valley
to?
of the Dead,
Why do we have to walk all
and to King
across
Wraithwell's
that?
tomb
Why can't we
below.
just fly to the tomb?
So when you're in yacht, skystones don't work at all. That's why we gotta hoof it the rest of the way, you see?
Happy you get to teach me something for a change?
Thank you for the explanation,
Well,
Vaughn.
if you want to be a sky pirate,
Though I don't know how
gotta
you know all of
Hey,
that.
what do you mean for a change?
Come on,
At least we thought to bring entertainment.
Oh yeah?
Oh, I love Balthier's lines.
So confident.
Okay, so yeah, we get to travel. We get to travel a long ways, like Balthier was saying, across the. Well, we're halfway across the western sand, but yeah, we gotta travel through the next area. We got a merchant here. We have a teleport crystal too. Let's see what the merchant has. New weapons. Ooh, an ancient sword that will petrify things on hit. I wonder if it's that slow countdown type of petrification, or if it's just like instant petrification that kills them. Because the second one, that would be really useful. The wizard staff. That does not grant any boost to, well, it just gives you generic boost. More magic power in general, but I'm not too concerned about attack power, because I'm just going to have her, you know, casting magic. But, yeah, the cherry staff will boost wind element spells, so if I'm using a lot of wind elements, I'll probably switch back to the cherry staff to get the boost from that, which will be better than, you know, just the additional point of magic power that the wizard staff grants. Let's buy some more things. Accessories, just because you never know when I'm going to need those particular black belts. I would like more rose corsages. I like my mages being immune to silence. And those also boost magic power by a point, so that's nice too. And ooh, new Kada. It's sand. Sand that helps with confusion. Poach and horology. I don't have any licenses for those techniques yet. Oh, arrow. What was that sound? I don't even know. Yeah, we're gonna get arrow, because that's gonna be really nice. Yeah, make sure we get the license for that too. What else can we do? Yeah, we can sell some things. Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting a little bit more money right now. And yeah, we'll sell the Great Serpent Skin, the Rainbow Egg. Don't sell teleport stones. New Bazaar Goods. A high potion pack contains 10 high potions. I might want that, but not right at the moment. No, maybe I don't need that anymore because we have Ash as a white mage. Though I don't know how strong her curing abilities are going to be right now. But that will be tested very soon. You know, wizard's hats. Those would be nice. Wizard's robes. Oh, look at the hats. Didn't I literally just buy hats for them back in Bujerba before that cutscene? I did. Yeah, so I think another thing I'm going to start doing, I don't remember if it's around this time, but I'm going to start buying like every other armor upgrade, so we end up getting like a boost of 4 or 6 instead of just 2 every new shop, and I'll kind of rotate which ones I buy. So like one shop I'll do magic armor upgrades, other shop I'll do heavy armor upgrades, and it'll depend on, you know, obviously how much funds I have available and how much, how big of a boost the new armor would actually give in comparison to the old armor. But, yeah, we'll just kind of, play that one by ear. We'll deal with it as we cross that bridge. Which way am I headed? I'm gonna go back east. Oh, you're too exhausted. Of course you are. But actually, we're gonna go west. And that's where we're gonna go next time. Oh my big flying thing. Let's get a quick peek at this. Level 28 Dive Talon. Wow, I think I want to be here. Yeah, well that was east. Yeah, we're not gonna go east, we're gonna go west. Mister, I changed my mind. We're gonna go west instead. But we're gonna do that next time.